So a couple of days ago, just hit a full year of me not having sex, bro, and I can say it's been a trip, bro. I don't know how else to explain it besides it being kind of strenuous because I was more used to having a lot of sexual interaction, so it was a big change for me. Honestly, bro, it in the past couple of months I've been questioning like why did I like decide not to have sex again, and it's always a relapse for me every single time, bro. It never seems to fail me when it comes to this conclusion because I say, hey, sure, I can go have some sex, I could go fuck around, do this, that, and a third, and I go take a step back and masturbate, sure, whatever you want to call it, and my mind automatically goes back to saying, oh, you dumb fuck, you're not supposed to do it anyways. And it reminded me of the fact that I stopped doing it because it just didn't seem healthy enough, like for my conscious mind at least. Like I just didn't feel right fucking around as much as I did before, because back inside high school, bro, from 17 to a good, nah, my bad, 16 to 19, I definitely fucked around a lot, bro. I had, I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but like I had some hoes, and within that time frame, I also never really had like female friends. So every female person I was coming across, like we pretty much was like fucking, and that was basically it. And like we would try to make a friendship out of it, just never worked. So it just led down a pathway of just fucking around with a lot of different people, and kind of setting myself up as well as them in a way where, how do I put this? We both deceived ourselves. Like we said, hey, we can be friends and fuck around and stuff. No, that shit doesn't work. If you're trying to do it, I'm letting you know it's not gonna work. For about 95%, that's a shitty percentage that I just made up. But most people, it's just not gonna work, from male and female. That's just not how it is. And so for me doing all that, I said, hey, okay, Ollie, chill. We're not gonna have sex anymore. We're just gonna relax. We're gonna vibe. We're gonna get shit done that we need to get done and move forward in that aspect. And regardless of the fact whether you're inside a relationship or not, I do think it's still valid to just like chill and not have as much sex, because sex can be such a detrimental thing as far as your productivity and how you just think throughout your day-to-day life. And I mean, of course, if you're on top of your shit, it's no problem at all. And if you've been inside a relationship and like you build up with that person, cool, again, it's no problem at all. But the way that most people go about it is like, hey, you meet somebody, you talk for a little bit, you have sex, and then you build a relationship on top of that. No bueno. I don't believe it's any good at all, because then you're building a foundation of a relationship of sex. That's mainly what it is. Like I truly believe that you should get to know the person and then build on top of it. But anywho, look, the tangents all over the place. I'm not gonna try to just bounce from place to place to place. Let's calm down. So pretty much the last time that I did have sex, I put myself inside a situation where I don't know. I think I was already at the point where I didn't want to have sex, but I kind of just like let it happen because she wanted to do it, which was a dumbass decision of mine. But thankfully, in the past year, I decided not to do it. And, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's the easiest shit ever, bro. Just don't fuck. My nigga, work out, read books, and do this, that, and a third. Just learn and educate yourself. That's all fun and cool and all, but at the end of the day, your body has urges. You have hormones, my nigga. You have certain things inside your bodies that needs to trigger and release itself. And in that form, it's whether through sex, ejaculation, whatever you want to call it, and it's definitely something that builds up more so probably in guys than girls, possibly. I don't know. This is just my opinion on how I view it and the different conversations that I've had. But coming from a guy's perspective, it's just like, fuck, bro, you know that it's not like a necessity, but when you don't do it for a while, in a form of ejaculation or sex again, it kind of like, it's some chemical bullshit that happens inside your brain where you say, ah, shit, I'm tweaking. Like, bro, why haven't I been having sex? Why haven't I masturbated or something? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I need to get some play, like, right now. Like, no, like right now. And it's like, bro, brain, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we had this conversation that we're not gonna have sex. We're just gonna chill, relax, get our shit together. And if we come across a lovely woman that we can then build a foundation upon, then after some time we will have sex. We had this conversation, didn't we, brain? Didn't we? And that just means fuck all to like the mind and like the subconscious, whatever you want to call it, because you end up genuinely needing to do it regardless of however you're feeling. And you can try to push it to the side by doing those distraction, not necessarily distraction, but working out, reading, even playing a game, for fuck's sake, whatever you want to take to get your mind off of it. I've done all those things, and time after time the shit just comes back. It just says, oh, my nigga, you wanted to work out so you could get that shit out your mind? Cool, bro. I'm sure that worked for the first couple of days, but I'm back. Go get some pussy. And it's like, damn, bro. It's still been a full year, and I'm still fighting this shit. Like, deadass, just 2 weeks ago, I had a joint over at my crib. She was sitting at my couch right over there in the back, and we were starting to do some things. Now, I didn't break my my little abstinence as far as like not having sex. I used the fingers, but it's like she didn't have to come over in the first place. I didn't have to set myself up inside a situation and say like, oh yeah, I might actually just go through with it. Like, I should never put myself inside a situation and I find myself doing that time after time after time again, even though it's been a full 365 plus days, my nigga. It just hasn't changed. So, I'm not gonna say I envy the people that like, haven't done for a while or haven't done. No, I do envy the people who haven't done that at all. But for the people who hasn't done it in a while and they just have no urge to do it at all, holy shit, my nigga, kudos, because it's hard. It's definitely hard. And honestly, it just comes down to the fact that maybe I'm not. No, that may be the case as well. I live by myself. I don't live near family. I don't live near a lot of friends at all. So I know that there's a thing called, what is it called? Well, basically when you have the lack of touch. And not just saying like, oh, if your love language is physical touch or some bullshit, whatever. It's just the lack of touch in general. We're social beings, and we need some physical touch at times, and I haven't really had that at all. So it may just be the yearning to have like a closeness through touch, or the sensation of skin. And maybe that's what I'm yearning for, because even when she did come over and we did relax for a little bit, bro, just like the subtle things of like getting a hug, relaxing, this, that, and the third, just like feeling on my arm, bro, I felt satisfied from that shit, and I no longer needed to do anything. Like, I no longer felt the need to just like want to have sex. And so maybe that's the main thing that I'm dealing with right now, is maybe I just need some interaction. Like I need to be able to have somebody around where I can like touch on this stuff. It doesn't even have to be inside a sexual fashion. Just natural, even if it is platonic, a quick simple hug. I think that satisfies me enough. But again, I don't do that enough. I don't have that many people within my circle where I feel comfortable enough to even do that. Never even used to do it with my family. So with this being a newfound thing within my reality, it's like something that dawns upon me as far as how I'm going to satisfy that. Because outside of satisfying that aspect of it, like, I'm still just yearning for sex. So I don't know, like, in the past year, it's just been a whatever journey. it's not even a journey. It's been a struggle, my nigga. I can't even flex. It's been a struggle. But regardless of whatever I was just rambling about, just letting the words flow out of my fucking mouth with no structure, I'm getting used to this again. It's been a while having to just talk towards the camera about a conversation without jumping all over the place. But I believe that that may be the conclusion as far as just needing some form of physical touch, because outside of me stopping myself from having sex or like, you know, masturbating, this, that, and the third, it's going to happen one way or another, my nigga. You see this bed right behind me? If I don't satisfy my brain's needs, trust me, when I go to sleep, it's a different story by the time I wake up, bro. Like, there's just no control over it. So, you know, I feel like there's nothing wrong with stopping and not having sex for a while. What was I saying? I don't know. But you get the gist of what I was trying to say. You know, it's been a full year, and at least I wanted to make the video and fucking applaud for myself, because holy has it been a struggle, but we still haven't did it. We still haven't. We got close to fumbling and folding many times before, but it still hasn't happened. So hey, I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and hopefully I can stay on this journey now where I can stay in tune. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. What am I even yapping on about? I'm still gonna be struggling. I'm still gonna struggle, but I guess until I find somebody I can get some physical touch from, not in a weird way, but just like simple hugs or like handshakes, simple high fives, like within a decent time period per time, maybe it'll satisfy me. Who knows? I'll keep niggas updated. Another time, another place.